Worksheets can be moved within the book that they exist in or even into other books, as long as that other book is open. Let's take the sales data 2013. This has 12 sheets within it, January to December. Now, if I wanted to move any of these months out of order, I could simply do that with the mouse by clicking and holding on to the Sheet tab and then dragging to where I would like it to go. There's a tiny little black triangle. That is the new location when I let go of the mouse. So if I let go there, that will drop January in between August and September. And I could move it back to its correct location. Now, as well as being able to move sheets with the mouse, I can copy them with the mouse. So I grab hold as if I'm going to move it, but if before I drag, I hold down the Control key and you'll notice a little plus sign has appeared in the sheet of paper. And then I'm going to drag until the little black triangle is pointing between April and March. I then let go of the mouse first, and a copy of January is created and effectively inserted between March and April. I can then rename and call that QTR1 and just change the sheet label there. So effectively I created myself a little file to add up the sales for the first quarter. Well, let's remove those cell contents because we'd have to put formulas in here that add up those 3 sheets, but that's for a little further down the line. So that's copying a sheet as opposed to moving a sheet. Moving, we just grab, drag and drop. Copying, we hold down the Control key as well. So I could take QTR1, hold it down, with the Control key, move that to between June and July, let go of the mouse, and I get QTR1, but then 2 in brackets because I've copied the sheet. We can rename that QTR2 for the second quarter, and then change the sheet label to QTR2. Fairly straightforward, the moving and copying within the same book. Now, if I want to take any one of these sheets and move it or copy it into another book, then there's a slightly different process. We would need to right-click the sheet that we would like to move, and you'll notice there's a move or copy option. This then asks me where I would like to move the selected sheet to. So the selected sheet is QTR2. Now I can choose to move it somewhere else in this book, or I can choose another book. Either a new book, so a brand new file that it will create for me, or an existing file, but it must be open. So I'm actually going to choose the sales blank file, which is currently open. It's in your working folder as well. And within there is only a sheet 1. So where do I now put my new QTR2? Do I move it to the end, or do I put it before sheet 1? Well, I'm going to leave it there and it will go before sheet 1. Now I have an extra option here, which is to create a copy. If I place a tick in there, it will leave a copy of QTR2 in the original file, so in sales data 2013, and it will place a copy into the sales blank file. So if I then say OK, it will make that transfer, and there we are, the sales blank with QTR2 at the beginning, so it's before sheet 1. If I move back round to sales data 2013, you'll see that QTR2 is still there. Now you can move between open workbooks in Excel by doing Ctrl F6 on the keyboard. You see that moves you between that book, and Ctrl Tab. So there's 2 keyboard shortcuts that do exactly the same thing. So we can move sheets between books and we can copy them between books.